I think we have story time. A story time. Alright, so today in this story time, we are going to talk about the first time I beat my dad in basketball. It's a wonderful time because every time, and like since I was little, anytime we played anything, whether it be video games, football, basketball, whatever, he'd smack me in like everything. So this one, it's real. It touches the soul, just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Yeah. All right. So this is about a week. It starts off kind of sad. This is about a week after my uncle had passed away, and everybody's mood was down. Everybody was down and out and whatever. And one day, it was like, a day, like a week after he had passed away, my dad was like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down to the court, we're gonna hoop. I was like, bet, let's do it. So I'm ready. I got on my tights, I got my basketball, I'm ready. I was like, today is the day where I finally whooped my dad in basketball. And I'm determined because I had been practicing pretty much all summer at that point. I was just going outside trying to dunk. How old was I? 15, 16? I was 15. Yeah, I was 15. So it was just when I was just like, I was barely getting those rim grazers. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get dad today. You don't know what's coming for him. I had plans to dunk on my dad. That never happened though, because he always tells me, if you ever try to dunk on me, I'll make sure that you're gonna be hurt if you try to dunk on me. If you come down, you're gonna be hurt. Believe it. And I'm like, we'll see about that. I still have yet to dunk on him, and I'm 18, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe when he gets in his older ages, I'll try it. Who knows? But yeah. Anyway, I'm planning all this stuff in my head. I was like, yeah, Dad don't know what's about to hit him. He ain't ready for this. I want all the smoke, all of it today. And it's like, bet, let's go. So we pull up to the gym, and it's about afternoon, evening time, right into that mesh time. And we check in and everything, and we're just talking. I'm like, yo, Dad, today's the day where you take this L. And he's like, get out of here. You couldn't beat me if you tried. And it's like, I gotten taller at the point. I was around 6 foot. Yeah, around 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot, something right there. And I'm like, yo, you gonna take a L. We close to the same height. You still got a couple inches on me, but you better take this L. And he's like, yeah, okay. And it's like, my dad, the way he plays, it's like, it's post up, but when he wants to shoot a three, he'll shoot a three. So you can't really leave him open, but at the same time, you don't want to guard up too close because then he'll just body you down. It's just like, if you don't know how to play him right, then it's really frustrating. And yeah, it's really frustrating. I think he can still hold his own against me now. Probably, I don't know. He's a pretty good player. But yeah, so we get on the court, we change our shoes and everything, because my dad is bougie and he doesn't like to wear his hooping shoes on the concrete. Even if it's like 20 feet away, his hooping shoes are not touching concrete. If it's to save his life, he does not care. And it kind of rubbed off on me too, so we're both walking in slides. And so once we get inside the court, we get everything situated, warm up a little bit, and I get a little streaky in the warm up. I'm like, Dad, better watch out. You don't know what's about to hit you. And he's like, yeah, okay, we'll see. And it was like a year before, he had broke everything on my game down. Started me from like basically zero. It's like, this is how you do this. You got to do this the right way. Let's break down your shooting form. We're gonna get that right. And yeah. So I'm like, uh-oh, Dad, you done messed up by showing me everything. You in trouble. You know this was gonna happen. He was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So we start the first game, and I have to get the handles out. Got to get the handles ready. So I'm hooping on Dad, and it's just like, yeah, we got this. By the time he gets the ball, mind you, we were going to like 15. By the time he gets the ball, the score is like 7-0, and I'm up because I was trying to like hesitate drive or hesitate pull up three. So it's like 9-0. As soon as I miss the ball, this man goes on a run. I'm like, yo, who made you like this? He's going on like a run. So by the time he misses, by the time I get the ball back, the score is 14-9. The game is to 15. The score is 14-9, and I'm like, I thought I had this in the bag. Apparently not. He know what he doing. Clearly he knows what he's doing, because I'm down by a lot. And so I get the ball back. I think I'm gonna hit Dad with a little something. Nope. Nope again. Nope to that. And nope to that too. And it's like, yo, you can't be. I'm your son. You can't play me like this. He was like, yo, you think you stomping with the big dogs now? So let's do it. So, needless to say, he wins that game on a freaking jump hook. That's like his signature. It's the stupid jump hook. Can't stop it. It's impossible. You have to be like Zion freaking Williamson to jump high enough to block it. It's impossible. And so, the second game, I'm like, nah, I gotta redeem myself, because he pretty much shut me out for the rest of that first game. Like, I'm like, yo, this ain't happening again. So we go in, get a couple shots before the game starts, miss a couple, make a couple, and we start, and he gets ball first, of course, and he pulls up for three, wet, another three, wet, another one, wet, and then pump fake, and then he drives on me. That's like, yo, there ain't no stopping Dad today. He's on one. He really is on one. And so I finally get the ball, and I'm like, I can't go outside like this. So I started hitting. Like, I don't know what happened. I kind of blanked out, and I just started hitting all the shots I was taking. And then I tried driving on my dad. But if you know my dad, he's a pretty big dude, so driving on him, that ain't really gonna work. You gotta have some muscle behind you or something, because he's strong. It's just like, nope, try again. So if you're driving, that ain't really gonna work. So I had to start shooting mid-range, pull up threes and stuff, and I started hitting. So by the time he gets the ball, because he had got it a couple times and scored, it was more of a back and forth game. It was probably like 10-12, and I'm up, and I'm like, all right, do not blow it. Do not, whatever you do not blow the lead whatsoever. And so I get the ball one last time. I hit the three, because we were going by ones and twos. So I hit basically the three, which equals a two. And I'm like, all right, one more point. Let's go. We got this. It's in the bag. This is raps. He hits like 2 threes, and the game is real close. By the time I get the ball, I'm terrified. I'm like, I cannot miss, or else he's gonna win, because there ain't really no stopping Dad right now, because he's on one. I don't know what he was on, but he was on one. And so He misses. I get the ball, and I have been hitting my threes. So I try a little hesitation and then step back, tight fake three, and he bites on it because he was, I don't know how, but he was playing a one-on-one zone. I know it sounds stupid, but he was playing a one-on-one zone. Don't know how. I don't even question it. But I finally got him off balance. Well, not really off balance, but off center, and I was able to drive past him. I have never been so nervous on a layup. I swear the layup was like in slow motion. It was like, don't mess up or else you miss. And I made it. All right. And in the last game, this is game 3. Mind you, we've been hooping for a minute now, so both of us are a little tired. And so the last game, I get ball first. I start driving on that. I start hooping on him a little bit, a little crossover, drive, layup, bucket, easy, right? I hit a little couple threes. I'm doing my thing. And here's like the worst part of the whole story. This one, it makes me mad every time. I drove, and the bleachers were real close to the court. I threw the layup up, and went in because I was past that, and went in. At this point, I got 100% confident. I did not see the bleachers. Tore my whole knee up on the bleachers. And he's looking at me like, yo, you didn't see those bleachers? Like, you straight? Like, are you healthy in the head? And I'm sitting there in agony. It's just like, bruh, this hurts. Needless to say, I was still happy at the end of the day because I got my win over my dad for the first time in my life. But at the same time, I hurt my knee. All right, I think that's the end of the story. See you. All right, if you stuck through the whole video, appreciate you. But if you didn't, I still appreciate you for at least clicking on it. But yeah, that was that. Comment, I guess, if you liked it. Go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe if you want to, because that would be lit. And see you later. Hey, Bryson, want to say anything? Bryson? Let's learn this lesson.